Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza for undisclosed reasons. I'm the mysterious JG.
And I'm still Lethal Feline.
The Feline's taken over timekeeping duties because my ass couldn't be bothered to get any of my stuff ready. But the most important thing, which would be PS4 recording software and connection with Lethal. So we'll try to make do with just that. So the last time, yeah, we really do seem to be heading into... Well, now it's the final battle 1, and there is an interrobang. So... I think the game is gently letting us know we're heading for the end game, but I don't think we're quite in the end game yet. And when I glanced for a brief moment at the previous video, just to kind of reset my mind of where we were at, they were talking about whether or not, and by they, who actually was it who made the suggestion? It was MPEL, I think, actually, was like, maybe we just fucking destroy the Aquablast Geocore. Which was like both a good idea and a bad idea. It's like, no, you could give it to the monsters. Like, if we don't think we need it, why just fuck everyone? We could shoot for peace. But this is one of the things they're floating is what the hell do we want to do to actually, you know, prevent an unlimited army of monsters who will eventually overwhelm our, you know, teenage ranks.
I know, it's like what's the most thoughtful course of action? So, well, we could give it to Kylo. He's all, no, let's feed it into a wood chipper. That sounds like the best idea, the best course of action.
It's like, it feels like, I'll pick on the Brits because there was a specific incident where they pissed them off. It feels like, you know, back when we were trying to win over hearts and minds in Afghanistan, and like a British soldier was walking around and just stumbles across a copy of the Taliban, and some guys, or not the Taliban, excuse me. Oh, wow, that wasn't what I meant to say. He comes across a copy of the Quran, and the local villagers are like, can you give us that copy of the Quran? It's really important to us. And he's like, I mean, it could. I could also, like, take a crap on it, you know? And maybe give it to them. Maybe win the hearts and minds of the monsters. I don't know.
The monsters being the Afghanis.
Exactly. Anyway. I can't understand why our efforts to go over there and make friends didn't work when you have forward-thinking people like me, which clearly. All right, let's get on with the story before I piss it. Well, I'll find new ways to piss people off, but there'll be story-driven ways. So we got to go to all these sisters. We are basically in a mood. I really am sorry, guys. I'm a little wired.
Yeah, he is full of piss and vinegar. He is fully rested. Lethal, on the other hand, is the foil of this episode. I am slightly inebriated, as I have been on my last recordings.
It really is. Like without deep diving into the reasons to look like I'm playing for sympathy, I'm on some meds that have like fired me up, and Lethal's like, I'll counteract it.
Yep, I'm all. Hey, of course, JG's all. Sure, I'll enable that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, lad.
Yo, what up, Ryza?
Huh. Well, you're in a surprisingly good and hyper mode.
Yeah, I'm kind of in urban mode here with my yo. Yeah, well, I finally managed to beat my dad. That's a good sign right before our final battle. I just waited for him to get so liquored up he couldn't even stand anymore, and then I just carved out his heart.
Really? I thought your dad was as strong as any of the Guardians, even like, you know, Agatha.
Yeah, he thinks he's stronger than those, like, weird elemental chicks on floaty thrones that kill us. I don't know about that. I feel like Agatha's got to be way stronger than him. I don't know. I mean, she might be a better fighter. I don't think she has the build for raw physical strength. But who am I to say?
But she's from Australia, so you know all the things that she's had to deal with.
Wow, yeah, that's true. When you got dingoes trying to steal your baby, you got to be pretty strong.
It's true. She was stolen out of the... Let's just say out of the womb. Sure, she's stolen out of the womb by a dingo. Somehow clawed her way back.
Raised by dingoes, she's become our ultimate guardian. You know, no one in Australia drinks Foster's. I'm sorry, move on.
I guess you know better than me. So, how'd it happen?
Yeah, I've got pockets of fans in like Germany and Finland. Like, I don't know why I don't have any Aussies. Well, he just hit me out of nowhere like usual, but I showed him it didn't hurt, so he backed right down. It might be Zelos' fault, not Zelos, It really didn't hurt at all. I mean, it was my own fault that I let him push me around.
You mean you had a change in perspective or something?
Something like that. Well, also, he's been pushing you around since you were like, you know, a small child. Afterwards, I asked him why he's been so distant all these years. Dumb, I know. He responded by puking on my shoes.
Okay, and so it's okay if I ask what he said?
No, I brought it up to trick you into taking an interest in my personal life so I could fact defend it.
Yeah, sounds like you.
Sure. He said his son was done with his rebellious phase and was about to become independent.
He was afraid of you becoming independent. I guess he's as much a parent as anyone then.
Well, as much as anyone who isn't factually a parent, yes. Anyway, I don't care what he thinks. Once this is all over, I'm just gonna...
You gonna what?
Chicken butt.
How does one chicken butt?
Forget it. Maybe I'll tell you later when you're older. I'll explain how I'll explain how one chicken butts.
Question mark?
All right, good talk.
I'm kind of assuming that was one of the mandatory you will talk talks, but it's difficult to say with certainty. There's all sorts of little dialogue things. Those don't indicate quests if it's just a little... Yeah, it's just an NPC. So we can probably safely say we're done here. And Bowden, Valence, Trep Hill. Alright. I'm guessing now it's probably just one chat with each party member based on how that one fell out.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
Wow, you don't see those two together very often.
Oh, sorry, I completely blew. Oh, hey, Ryza. I've been taking notes on how the island works. I figured Boss can put him to use. It turns out it's Lumbar who is egging everything on. Boss has been a nice guy this whole time.
Oh, I see. But even with his notes, are you sure you can handle it, Boss? Kind of dumb.
Well, they don't call me Boss for nothing. I'm actually planning to take on an apprentice. I think I might call him Naked Snake. But I'm talking like that, pardon me. And not right away, probably. But I plan to take my time and figure it all out.
Huh. Feels weird hearing you be so serious. Of course, I don't get any of it, so I shouldn't talk.
You are kind of dumb.
I can do alchemy.
It's a good thing I spent so many years studying as hard as I could. You know, eschewing girls and sports. Of course, I wasn't able to actually learn anything useful till Empel came here. He cultivated a personality for being bossed around by a foreign scholar. So you weren't just... Huh? You haven't just been learning this stuff to try and show off. No way. Everything I've done is meaning now. I mean, it didn't before, but now it does. It's let me help everyone on this island. So, I guess I don't have anything else to say. I should probably leave. I see.
I feel like we're finally back to how things were before we had our big fight.
I mean, I'm a little tingly. Not as tingly as I was when I saw him having that talk with Lent, but it's still heartwarming. Meanwhile, we have some kind of phantom fishing version of Lent over here. Oh, no, never mind. You don't look anything like Lent at all.
I say, his facial hair, and he's not even half as tall.
I thought his hair was red, and we got closer, and the colors changed somehow in my mind. Trapehill. Home of the fighting Trapes.
We already talked to Boss. We're going to talk to Lumbar. We're going to talk to Moritz. No Boss again.
I heard you're going to attack the Fallujah where they live. The Fallujah. Okay. I guess it could be like the Belgian Congo, you know? Mm-hmm. Is that really the only option we have? And by we, I mean you.
Yeah, it looks that way. So listen, after we go in, just in case.
Oh. I want you to know I never liked you.
If I die, give my $10 to my mom. The $10 that you owe me. Anyway, I'd like you to convince your dad to block off the road for a few days so we can have a sweet street race.
You know, a ghost street race.
We're gonna do all kinds of donuts.
All right, I promise. But Ryza.
Yeah, what is...
I understand you can't tell everyone, but why don't you bring more people with you who know the truth? You know, like QAnon folks.
Well, thank you, but I can't. And it's not because I don't think you can't handle it, trust me.
I figure give you, 2 more games and you might be a regular party member.
Then why not? I want to prove myself to my father, Cao Cao.
Because I can't alchemize you with the equipment or armor. So it would be really a bad time. It's because I can't bear the thought of there being nobody left who knows what happened. You are just going to stay back in case we all, unceremoniously perish to the pollution.
I can't help but think that Klaudia or Tao would probably be willing to bow out if, like, Boss was, like, really insistent that he was going to go be an action badass, but, it wouldn't be thematically appropriate now. This all sounds really ominous, you know. You sound like you don't plan on coming back.
I'd be lying if I said this wasn't incredibly dangerous and really irresponsible for us to do, but there's no other path to take. No matter how dangerous it is, no matter how scared I am, I have to do this.
Everywhere there's a cop beating up on a guy, I'll be there. Everywhere there's kids laughing and no dinner's ready.
You know, the day you fell in the lake,
Huh?
I didn't help pull you out with the others, because I knew Agatha was watching from behind. Watching your behind.
Interrobang?
I think Agatha must be directing the anime on Crunchyroll. That's why I ran off. I knew she was there, and I thought that was the best thing to do. Before I found her, I was terrified, but I ran as fast as I could, and that's how I helped save you. So you run at full speed, no matter how scared you are, and I'll stay behind and wait for your help.
Why didn't you tell us all about this earlier?
I blame Lombard. My father asked Agatha to keep an eye on me, my father Cao Cao, to make sure I don't do anything too dangerous. I knew, of course, but it was humiliating, so I never told anyone.
What the heck? Ah, jeez. But I guess we were all, stubborn in our own ways, being kids and all. Anyway, thank you, boss.
Yeah, the stubborn insistence they had of getting almost drowned. You might lose pitifully, you know, but I'm kind, so I'll forgive you, as long as you come back in one piece. At the Grand Line.
Sorry, buddy, I'm keeping that that one piece all to myself on Lifetime. I'm gonna defeat this dumb queen and come home to a victory parade, and you're gonna lead it, motherfucker. So, I'll see you soon.
You know, Boss ate the magical Jub fruit or whatever it's called that gives you the power to be kind of an asshole.
Jump fruit.
I don't know. I've seen like 2 episodes of that thing. Vulture Bronco found, and I don't even know why it was there. It probably, I picked it up at some point in Japan, but he found a Luffy T Monkey action figure that was still in, not in the box. It came with, it was like a piece of cardboard with like a little silver transparent, whatever you call it, thing stuck on it, like you'd see. And he was really interested in it, and was asking Bobo a bunch of questions about it. And then Bobo was like, "Would you want to watch the show he comes from?" He's like, "No." I just wanted to know why he's stretchy. He's not actually interested in watching One Piece at all. He just wanted to have a stretchy guy to play with.
You know, sometimes it's like that. I remember Stretch Armstrong.
He's now in your world. Yeah. See you soon. I don't think any of us will ever be seeing Lombard again. He seems to have just, like, fallen into some deep water and drowned or something. Nope, Agatha wasn't there to help him.
He was laid off once the water stopped.
I don't know that we'll remember, but, like, assuming at some point down the road we get to playing Ryza 2 and Ryza 3, I look forward to, like, 100 videos deep in Ryza 3 just occasionally hearing, "Boss, I'm here. Why don't you let me help you?" Do you hear anything? Because I don't.
Don't be like that, boss.
But I got my Destructo disc ready to go. Oh man, there was a deep breath. I think Boss had a little moment when he was looking at those. The fans call them thick thighs save lives. He seemed to really be engaged with her walking out of the room there.
Yeah, We were talking earlier before this recording started about the Crunchyroll supported anime of this game, or sourced anime of this game.
Yeah.
And Ryza's chest, or her bust, not nearly as emphasized as it is in this game. But the director of that anime, I swear to God, he loves thighs. If you watch just the ending or the opening for that, you will know exactly what I mean. Lethal's right, and I will yes again.
I checked out the comments, and as you would expect, the first video, a lot of comments, the subsequent videos, a handful of comments, and the reviews, and as ever, half 1 star, half 5 star, almost nothing in between. And almost all reviews center on talking about the thighs. It's a little bit more like people actually talking about the story if you get to episode 2 and read the reviews there.
Mm-hmm. I love when the weather starts to turn cool. I know that people in real life would like that to happen. This is my favorite time of year. The rest of the villagers probably love it too, don't you think?
You think this serves as evidence that man has some power over the climate? Get away from me! Get out of here with that madness!
I'm not at liberty to talk about that in front of the cameras.
I think there's a lot of research left to be done. Get away from me now. No comment.
Valence Manor, I guess we haven't hit. That's Old Town, I think.
Just in case there's any confusion, both JG and I do believe in global warming. How could you not?
Yeah, so I do believe in global warming. I don't believe in avoiding, an allegorical tale where the Taliban are demons or whatever it was I did earlier. So yeah, I'm all over the map apparently.
He's a wild card, this JG. You never know where he's coming from.
I don't know where I'm coming from. What chance do you have? Yeah, her breast seemed like a little bit less over the top in the anime too. Not like it is a little, but it's not quite as like boom. She's not as bad as Ryza though. Like we don't get the big close-ups on the Klaudia butt so much. Ryza, I want to do everything I can to help. Will you stand by me and lend me your courage?
No, never.
Of course. I'm just happy to help however I can, but I'm surprised you haven't realized already. I've never had to lend you my courage at all. You found all that on your own. I'm sure that you'll be fine.
The real courage is the flute you found along the way.
But I already had the flute. The Ryza? Okay, I'll do my best.
Right.
She doesn't mean that. Her hand's hanging at her side. Oh, here we go. Zhang Fei. Hold on, Zhang Fei.
What are you two up to?
Klaudia, is that... Oh, wait, no. That's so you talking.
Klaudia, is that...
Father, I'm sorry I hid this from you, but girls have more hiding places than boys. The reason I kept leaving the caravan was to practice.
What?
When we first started traveling, you always looked so sad whenever I would play my flute.
Was it that obvious? I thought my drinking hid it, but I guess not.
But I kept on practicing so that one day I'd be good enough to make you happy again.
Your mother's flute playing is not the only thing I miss about her.
But as time went on and I kept my secret, I couldn't find the courage to come to you.
Klaudia, you can do it.
Shut up! This is family business. What is she doing here?
I'm family. When you're here, you're family.
You're right. We do live in an Olive Garden.
Then I met the Ryza and the others. I suppose it could be the Ryza and others. The from others could move to Ryza. Never mind. They listened to me, and they taught me I could use my music to comfort. I still want to find a way to make you smile again, so...
Get a damn job. That makes me smile. I understand, my love. Please, let me hear you play.
Oh, he's actually pretty supportive for her. We haven't seen very many scenes of him. He's a little overprotective, but...
Holy shit, you can get, like, visual notes to appear out of your flute? My Ryza is turning into my Lombard.
Rather, it's not a rhythm minigame here.
Yeah. Or we could have Lombard, her dad, just like dancing along and depending on how well you score, you get a better item that he gives to Klaudia.
Whenever I returned home, I always recalled that day you performed for me and your mother. When you decided to travel with me, I was reminded of it every time you played for me again. By the way, the Zhang Fei voice is essentially the Bobo voice, if you're wondering. Well, I'm not calling this the Bobo voice. They're pretty much the same voice. But I didn't understand. I thought you were telling me you wanted to return home to your mother.
Our travels have brought me so much joy, beautiful scenery, delicious food, exciting experiences. Friends, in quotes. I do miss Mother, but I'm also your daughter. I love traveling with you.
Aw, we'll go see her again.
Wait, I thought she was dead. She's dead, right? I guess she means they'll go back and visit her grave at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You can perform for us. She'll be overjoyed to see how you've improved.
I'd like that. I mean, assuming there's no noise ordinance in the cemetery.
I'm so happy for you, Klaudia. I'm using telepathy right now. You can tell me my princess are dads.
I wish my mom was dead and I could play a flute for my dad. Well, that came out a little darker than I intended.
That is pretty fucked.
One ordinary day. That's the kind of thing I love about this island. We have to do everything we can to protect that.
I guess we do. We kind of alternate between a day of exciting adventure and 3 days of wandering around listening to people talk about, you know, get me 4 things of flour so I can develop a new pudding. There's a lot of that in this game, too.
Sometimes you just need pudding. Mr. J, what you got?
Looks like there's some special merchandise.
Moon
magic. I love that episode of Tenchi Muyo.
I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen Moon Mission, which wasn't quite what I expected based on the preview.
There wasn't a moon. There wasn't a mission. I don't even know what's real anymore.
Why?
Rage of Gaia.
Moon Mission was my favorite preview ever because it was Sasami just talking about Ryooki being a silly little bug and causing trouble, and then at the end it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the fucking moon for some reason.
Because it's Tenchi Muyo. That's what happens.
Ah, yeah, that's right. I forgot Muyo was Japanese for moon. All right, so. Oh, look, we can.
Tilts head and looks at yours. He's making a joke.
We can get a whole fuck ton of Eternal Fire here if we so desired. And then we can just buy pre-made stuff that we don't get to customize, so. I wonder if those books actually are representing new alchemical stuff that we can do.
Maybe?
There's only one way to find out, I guess. So, we did Bowden, Valence, Trep Hill. Did we do Rosin? I think we did Rosin.
We did Rosin.
All right, so
fairly sure.
Oh, we have to visit our home, which would not be, despite what I tend to think these days, the Atelier. Oh, it's Mio Mayo. Oh boy, how to make this not be the Zhang Fei voice.
Oh, you're back! Out wandering who knows where again, why can't you dots?
There. I don't think that's necessary. After what she did, nobody in town thinks poorly of her.
Well, I don't think they know everything she did.
It's not about her reputation, it's about her helping out around here. Well, she's long gone by the time I get up, and...
Yup, this is about how I expected this to go. Nag, 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 nag.
Better start learning to play the flute.
Did you say something about playing the flute, dear?
Are you sassing us, girl?
Are you gonna kill your mother?
Nope, but listen, no matter how far I might go, I always come home, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you use that alchemy of yours to make a button I can press to bring you home?
It's not a bad idea.
Mom, I told you I can't do that. Amazon will sue my ass. If I made something like that, you'd never let me go on another adventure. Dots.
What's the matter? Why are you staring at us like that?
Oh, she's giving them I might never see you again look. Oh, God.
Yeah. Do we have something on our face? Our collective face?
No, it's nothing. Just think about what kind of nerds you are. Sitting up here talking about what we want to do in the future feels like a lifetime ago, a video game ago.
But to say, it hasn't been that long a series, Ryza. I'm sure we could have been faster, but...
This is where it started, where we learned how big the world could be. Now we have to fight to protect it.
We fight for election integrity.
I think I'm okay with that. I can do it. Pretty badass.
Ryza, what are you doing? Get down here and help me.
Some things never change, I guess. I'm just reminiscing up here about old times.
I was just thinking about some things never change. Got that music from Neuromancer stuck in my head.
Oh, yeah, I think the book's got us some new stuff. We read Moon Magic.
Moon Magic. Learn how to make a lunar lamp. Rage of Gaia. Man, this is the latest edition of the Illusioner Gaia series. Let's see. Learn how to make Eternal Fear.
Eternal Darkness Requiem. Sanity's Requiem, excuse me. I mean, do we give a fuck? Like, we've reached this... Books used to give us, like, you know, 4 or 5 new items. Now it's like 1 item per book. We can't even alchemize here. What the fuck's with this place?
Next time when we come back, will we create Eternal Fear? Will we make a lunar lamp? Find out then. Since we're at a place to save the game.
Nope, good call. We'll see you guys next time with Eternally Fearful Lunar Lamps or not. Bye-bye.